dream. That left me feeling a little queasy. Bro, what time is it? Oh, bro. Rosemarine, are you there? She's most likely still asleep anyway. No point in waking her this early, I suppose. Alright, I have not gotten any endings. Oh, fireflies. There's fireflies? There's collectibles? Doesn't look like it's changed since yesterday. Oh dear. Oh, wow. Good morning, Elise. I would have gotten a head start of breakfast if I knew you'd be waking up this early. Since when have you been up? Oh, I'm always up and about before daybreak. I can't sleep in it if I try. I didn't notice you coming down from the attic. I brought the ladder up with me last night so I wouldn't wake you. And the hatch doesn't squeak if you do it slowly, right? I took my shoes off and used the ladder to shut it back up. Easy. You're smarter than you look, huh? I look as smart as I am, Elise. Is that so? Anyhow, I'm heading off to the garden. The garden? You mean the field just outside? Is it that obvious that I haven't touched it in years? Been working like a dog since Granny Holly passed, but now I have you to fret about, too. I can't sit on my hands forever, can I? Elise. What? You'd rather starve? Join me as a maid of all work, perhaps? You truly are kind, aren't you? Oh, shush. I'm heading out to see what I can do about the garden. I'll call you in for breakfast in a moment, then. Bread! Okay. For goodness sake. I've neglected it for so long, it'll be impossible to dig. Anyhow, this is no time to loiter about. What's this? A pair of shoes? Is it the little Goody Two-Shoes of legend? How could they have possibly wound up here in my garden? Oh, they're wonderful. Oh, don't put on the mystery shoes. They fit me like a glove, too. These shoes. It's as though they were made for me. That and you don't think that's suspicious, girl? Girly. This is the first time I'm ever gonna use this word, but girly pop. Girly pop. Think about what you're doing. Olive Kieferberg needs to hear about this. No, they don't. They're gonna think you're a witch. From now on, it's Miss Elise to you. Oh my god. Oh, no, this is so cute. I'm done with things as sludgel. No more being bossed around. I'm not gonna sing along. No more. Why? Because you have shoes? Oh my god, I am playing the Ojo-sama. Doll. This is very cute. I think this might be another thing I might have to cut out of the recording. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
On your feet, Elise. Explain yourself.
What is there to explain, Father? Could you not hear yourself, lass? Parading into St. Walpurgis saint of worship, howling and shouting like a...
Please, old Jojen.
Words of egotism, vanity, disdain for your fellow folk. I always knowed you were wicked, you arrogant lassie. Why, you? A witch! A witch of old Holly's kin! Oh, listen here, you old wretch.
I've heard enough. Old Jojen has overstepped his boundaries. I ask that you pardon him. Yet his concerns weigh heavy, Elise.
Oh, I wasn't aware singing and dancing was forbidden now, Father.
Your singing was riddled with sin, lass. Vanity and lust go hand in hand with greed.
What does any of this have to do with sin, Father? This old geezer just accused me and my grandmother of witchery, yet...
Enough, Elise. Compose yourself and come inside. Your temperament is a sin in and of itself.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh, this is a choice. I'm sorry, but I have to be the angry lesbian. Whatever I do, I'm met with nothing but disdain with you from you people.
Reconsider, Elise.
You reconsider. I have nothing to repent for. I've done nothing wrong except be, you know, kind of a jerk. And you, old Jochen, you ought to think about why you disrespect me so.
She's clearly not herself, folks. She's bewitched.
Oh, you can be certain of it, you old...
Very well, Elise, if that's how you'd like it. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
What the fuck? Without a shadow of a doubt, lass. At last, he's made his move. Who are you? An old acquaintance of yours, lass. What? You're favored by him, Elise. Frightfully so. You're clad in his will from head to toe, inside out. And those shoes. My shoes? Those very shoes, Elise, are a testament of his gift to you. Who is he? Listen carefully now, my beautiful lass. Get away from me. Yours is his heritage, his flesh, his honor. Don't you understand, Elise? How do you know my name? His blessings, his will, he himself is writhing in your veins, lass. Wow! Could you have said it a different way, please? What do you want from me, you old hag? You must listen carefully now, my beloved. Do as I say, and he will make all your wishes come true. My wishes, you say? Why, yes. Opulence, splendor, fortune. Your deepest desire is unlike any other, Elise. I don't understand. You do, Elise. Tell me, what is it you most desire? Me? Speak it, Elise. What I most desire, that's fortune. Fortunate you are, Elise. Deep in this woodland there is a patron saint, whose blissful word bestows a blessing upon the faithful. All that's requested in return are 3 gifts made from the testaments to one desire. Reach his dwelling with all of these in hand, and your wish shall be granted. O womb carrier of life, your basket is to hold all that is sacred. The tender flesh of earthly desire. The sweetest nectar to be drunk in earnest.
are to arrive in good company, the object of your affections. You are to reach the gates of his dwelling carrying all 3 gifts. Voice your innermost desire. Surrender yourself wholly to his grace. And fortune you shall attain, for such is his blessing and such is your desire. Sounds sus.
Elise? Elise, are you listening? Huh? Where did she go? Oh, are you alright, Elise? Where did that old hag go? Elise! What's the matter with you? Oh, I'm sorry, Leb. It's best we let her rest a while. You can sit with you, Elise. Oh, it's best we give her some space, Jakob. I'm alright. I felt a little dizzy is all. I can bring you some water, Elise. As for me, I'll be in church waiting to have a word with you. Don't you start, Leb. Oh, I've already started. My, now you've done it, Elise. For goodness sake. No!
Oh man, I gotta eat. I gotta eat something.
Let's have some grapes. That'll heal me up a little too. We'll eat a bread. Alright, what are my tasks for today? The notes are still locked. Are you mad at me, Leb? I'm sure you're mad at me because I was mean to the father. Can I not get with her if I'm not religious enough? That'll be sad. I'm here for my earful, I suppose. You're no child, Elise. For goodness sake. I'll spare you, Elise. You're aware you've said too much. I couldn't have stayed silent. You know that. I agree it was their fault, Elise, but we both know this will only get you the wrong kind of attention. Old Jochins, to be exact. I'm well aware, Lebkuchen. There's no real need for you to fret over this, you know. There is the utmost need for me to fret over it, Elise. I'll keep Father Hans from dwelling on it too much. All right. Why don't you meet me here at dusk, Elise? We could both use a little downtime, wouldn't you say? I'll be here. I'm not talking to the priest. Look, Mama, they're so shiny. You stole those, Elise. Be honest. I didn't steal them, you... Settle down, you two. More importantly, are you all right, my dear? About earlier, There's no need to hold your tongue, Elise. The townsfolk made too much of it. That wasn't remotely acceptable. Everyone knows old Jochins lost his wits. Don't you start, Apfel. Oh, Mama, can I get shoes like that too? You have ugly ogre feet, Grune. Mama, Apfel's being mean again. Can't you two see I'm trying to talk to Elise? I'm all right, Miss Lisbeth, thank you. We can catch up later, Elise. I'd best go. I ought to have a word with Eugen. My goats aren't doing so good. Ogre feet! Ogre feet! Apfel! Alright, Ah, there you are, Elise.
Oh, old Ochen truly went too far.
I suppose. There's no need to hold your tongue, lass. That was far from reasonable. Nobody agrees with him.
I suppose there comes a time when older folks lose their mind. Now that's a different story, Marielle.
I wouldn't say. There's no story, Ludwig. Elise was singing and dancing, so what?
Truly, old Jochen's outburst was rather distasteful.
But I have been meaning to ask where you got those shoes, Elise. Oh, they're...
You don't have to tell us, Elise. You're right about what you said. We should all be treating you with a little more respect.
Oh, but I'm awfully curious.
Okay, I thought that was like gonna be something important because of the dots, but... alright. I think what I'm gonna do is I want to run back and talk to Rose and Marine to see if... I feel bad. I'm sorry, Freya. I'm just not pursuing Freya at all. I don't know where Freya even is right now. Muffy? Mubby?
Eek! Good day, ma'am. I was helping Granny Gretel.
Oh, you can't expect me to believe that.
It's true. I promise on my auntie's life.
Helping her with what, then?
Granny Gretel gives me bread whenever I come visit, you see. She asked me to taste all the pies for the festival.
Is that so?
It is so. It really is so, Elise.
You'd best not try Granny Gretel's patience, Mandy. She's too old for that.
It's Muffy.
Miffy, Molly, Mubby, it's all the same to me.
It's not that silly of a name.
Okay. Let's look for Rose and Marine. Oh. Haven't been sitting too long, CL? Yeah, are you getting ready to climb all over my keyboard? Let's go see if Rose and Marine wants to have a date today.
Elise, I thought you'd be in town.
And I was.
Did something happen, Elise?
The old fool's made a tremendous fuss over my shoes.
A fuss? What do you mean?
They accused me of being a witch, right in front of everyone. All because I sang and danced my way to Kieferberg. Oh, I'll show them how wicked I can be.
Elise.
I'm losing my wits in this town, Rosemarine. There was that old hag, too, and I can't wrap my head around it, Rosemarine. I truly can't.
An old hag?
I'll tell you about it later. I'd best head back to work.
Say, Elise, won't you meet me here at dusk?
I can try, I suppose.
I'll make you something hearty for supper, Elise.
Some eggs?
All the eggs you can get me.
No, but I gotta see Leb at dusk. I suppose the point is you have to make choices. Let's see if maybe I can... No, maybe I'll just focus on Leb, I think. I think I'll just focus on Leb this run. Let's go do some work. I need the money for some food stuffs. Where can I go to work today? Okay, I can go help with apples. Let's go help with apples. Am I going the right way for apples? Oh, how dreadful. Look what that windstorm did to our poor alleys. It did away with a few things, I see. You make too little of it, Elise. I don't know what else there is to say about the windstorm, Mrs. O'Deal. Most of the townsfolk have already put it behind them, so why can't you? Old Jochen's just as concerned as I am, lass, and for good reason. Oh, here we go again with old Jochen. Ah, that reminds me. I can assure you, Miss Odelia, these shoes aren't... Old Wilhelm's making a rosary for my precious granddaughter Gisela, you see? Won't you please go see if it's ready for me, Elise? I suppose. Okay. I don't know where I am. Where am I? Oh! Can I do this? I stacked them so neatly for Mr. Eugen. Look at them now. So maybe okay, I still can't get to the windmill. Or can I? Or can I? Or can I? Windmill! A toy horse. I don't know what that's for, but okay. Locked. Don't make my own bread. I think maybe the windmill thing is still locked. Granny Hull took me down to the lake once, I remember. Man, I really wanted to try to get to the end of Monday by the end of this recording session, but I am getting tired. I am getting tired. Alright, I'm trying to find apples. I gotta do apples. That was quite a show there, lassie. Come now, Lorelei. I need Elise to hand me a hand. What is it, Mrs. Marlin? I was hoping you'd pick me some apples today, Elise. Yes, I will do that. You can leave it to me, Mrs. Marlin. Won't you get your shoes all dirty, Elise? It'll be fine, I'm certain. How many apples do these folks need, anyhow? Don't you dare, CL. Okay. Okay. Let's get some apples. Let's get some fucking apples here. Oh, I don't want the purple ones. No purple apples. Don't get the purple apples. Don't get hit by the anvil? What the fuck is that doing here? CL? CL, stay away from the computer. CL! Okay, I have to be doing decent, right? CL! How'd I do? How'd I do? How'd I do? B? Okay, that's fine. No. I passed. Ah, these will do nicely. For your trouble, Elise. Thank you, Mrs. Marlin. Surely you could have done a little better than that? It's the shoes, I wager. If you say so, Mrs. Lorelei. Man, she let loose once. I can't believe she hasn't let loose before. These people just keep negging her. I thought I'd never find you, Elise. Oh, what now, Miffy? It's your... I don't have food for you. Shoo? Shoo?
But Elise, it's your...
My what?
Her friend. Lass with the funny hat. She's right outside.
Take me to her, Molly, right now. I guess I don't totally understand the concern about her being found out. My, you're covered in dirt, lass. She's so funny looking. Look at her silly hat. Angelica, don't be rude. Do you know this lass, Lisbeth?
Elise said she's from Primeldorf.
Oh, I'm not from Primeldorf. I've never had a... Why, I haven't the faintest idea, Ariane.
I'm looking for Elise. Have you seen her?
Elise? Do you know her? We do happen to know Elise, but how do you know her, lass?
Elise said she's adopted.
When did you hear about all this, Melly? Nobody knows her name.
Oh, if you'd please tell me where. Look, Mama, she has a tiny scarecrow. Forgive me, but does anyone know where I can find Elise?
Rosemarine!
Elise!
What are you doing here, you? So you do know the lass, Elise? Yes, she's... Think, Elise, think. A distant cousin from Primeldorf. Why, you don't have cousins, Elise. I do recall Old Hull's mother had a sister, but I never met her. Yes, exactly. Rosemarine here is my aunt's granddaughter.
It's Rosemarine.
Oh, I'm so very pleased to meet you, Rosemarine.
Oh, thank you.
Anyhow, it's getting quite late. We'd best move along before... but do tell me, my dear. How long have you known you had a cousin? Oh dear, it's time to... Granny Hall. She said Rosemarine might show up here one day, you see. I never got to meet my aunt before she passed, but I'm glad I got to meet my cousin. I see. And she turned up just in time for the festival, too.
Mama. Can the funny lady come play with us? I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't want to bother you, Rosemarine. We're all very welcoming, but we ought to move along and... One wonders, Elise. How did you meet your cousin, then? Oh boy, this sucks. Found her on... It's such a silly... Found her at the crossroads. It's such a silly story, isn't Rosemarine?
Yes, that's right.
In fact, I took her for a beggar when I first laid my eyes on her.
You certainly did.
Oh, the poor lass. I was on my way to Kieferberg, you see. That's when I saw her. She asked me if I knew someone named Holly. Oh, how fortunate. You ought to stay for the festival, Rosemarine.
Most certainly.
Well, as much as I'd love to sit around and chat.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
It's a pleasure to know you too, Rosemarine. We'll be on our way then. Come, Rosemarine.
Goodbye.
Suspicion down! Hell yeah! I nailed it.